Hello SimGamers, welcome back to some more Let's Play Ultima Avatar, my fan adaptation of Ultima IV. This is not a game that's available anywhere, and the only playthrough you're likely to see is here on my channel, so consider this exclusive content. But before we get into it, I wanted to address copyright and fair use. The main purpose of making this game, of playing it myself, of featuring it on the channel, is to basically comment about game design and game design concepts, do some education and learn together on game design considerations, and how in this particular case, taking the lens of a game from a very long time ago, was made in the 80s for 8-bit computers with very limited RAM. Depending on which computer you had, you may or may not have had music during it, right? The Commodore 64 edition is the one that I played, had music along with it, using the amazing SID sound chip that the Commodore 64 featured. But for instance, the music that's playing right now is another fan adaptation of the music from the series of Ultima that was used in the production of Ultima V Lazarus, a fan adaptation of Ultima V using Dungeon Crawler or something like that as its engine. I can't even remember. I'll have to do some research and maybe speak to that in future episodes. But the art in this game, the assets in the actual gameplay are directly out of RPG Maker MZ. Image stills and stuff like that I found on the internet, styled them to how I wanted to style them, edited them somewhat, and in the credits at the end of the game, I make sure and give credit for every single image that I used and where I found it from and who made it. This is not a series that I'm monetizing. This is not a series that I'm a game that I'm selling or distributing in any way. It's literally my project for me to enjoy, and I'm taking a little bit of a risk to share it here. But I think this reasonably falls under fair use because we're educating and talking about game design and commenting on the world of Ultima and game design itself. So after that long expansion of our introduction, let's go ahead and continue our journey. We've been at this for a little over an hour and 18 minutes so far, and we are here in the city of Trinsic, having recently picked up Dupree. We do know that we have a potential dialogue to do off and pause, but I think from previous episodes, I think we're going to worry about that later. In this episode, we're going to explore the secrets of the Moongates. As we understand how to use these Moongates, travel around the world of Britannia, which is quite large. In fact, here's the full map. This is the original Ultima IV map, complete with runic language and everything. We are down here in this southern part of the continent, basically southeast of the map. You can see a town south of us is the Moongate, and we're currently north of the Cape of Heroes, and south of the Fens of the Dead. So we're kind of hanging out waiting for this Moongate to appear. The big thing in the middle, the placard right under Ultima IV, reads the lands of Britannia. So Britannia Bay, or slightly north of Britannia Bay, near the castle is where we started. We found our way into the castle. We found our way into Britain. Talked to all the people there. Found our way down to a village of Paz, which is actually north of the Fens of the Dead. And from there came south of Trinsic, which is south of Fens of the Dead, north of the Cape of Heroes, and found out about compassion and honor along the way. So with that, we're hanging out here waiting for our Moongate to open up. And while we're doing so, we're going to fight a couple of skeletons. All right. In this game, it was in this adaptation, I didn't want to worry too much about the combat system, so I just used the RPG Maker MZ combat system as is. Did my best to parody the incorporate the stats of the creatures that we're fighting. And you notice that Dupree is the one that's more often than not being targeted. That's because he has a melee weapon, and I have a ranged. My character has a ranged weapon, so that means by default that my character is going to be sort of in the back line, less likely to be targeted. In the original game, Ultima IV, every battle took you to a tactical map, and you'd have to move square by square, turn by turn, get in the right position, attack, defend. It was pretty involved and really, really fun, actually. If not a little bit tedious at times. This sort of side-by-side combat engine, obviously, typical RPG combat system. All right, we got a chest. Oh, it was a bomb trap, though. I evaded, and the explosion did 31 damage to Dupree. Yikes. But we found 96 gold. As soon as this portal opens, we'll see about where it's going to go. While we wait for another battle. Okay, here's a chance, hopefully, you can show some compassion and honor. All right. They both were damaged. They both fleed, which means that although we didn't get any experience because we didn't kill them, our compassion and honor increases. And we don't get a chest for that. But at the end of the day, it wasn't really much of a risk. Okay. This portal is taking us to Magencia. I don't want to go to Magencia. This portal coming up. Now we need to check our map again. We are way out northeast in Verity Isle. Or I should say pretty much due east on the map, Verity Isle, by that Black Moon Gate in the bottom. So the first moon thing will always be what where the portal opens. The second moon will be where the portal closes. So here we are on Verity Isle, near potentially this town. We found the town of Moonglow. Let's go see who we can meet and talk to in Moonglow. You see, White Mage, I am Calabrini. Dupree says, I have always wanted to visit Moonglow. Calabrini replies, welcome to Moonglow, city of honesty and magic. This is once again in game design, me taking a little bit of liberty from the stock dialogue or the canon dialogue, establishing some additional relationships between the characters. So the inspiration for this was that the NES version of Ultima Avatar had different dialogue, some different dialogue and slightly different quest arrangements and locations and stuff than the original computer version of Ultima IV. So, but from both of those pools of information that I had to build these dialogues, I kind of teased out some potential undertones or potential motivations for different dialogues, and had some fun with some embellishments. And this is one of them. How are you? Calabrini says she's fine. What do you do? I bear greetings from the fair city of Moonglow. Do you seek an inn or healing? I do need an inn. That would be really handy. We have an excellent inn. Oh, thanks, Calabrini. Well, Moonglow's a nice big open area. Let's go talk to this person. You see a nimble entertainer. I am Decker. How are you? Decker says, very good. What do you do? I earn an honest living entertaining. Honest labor bears a lovely face. I have a good joke. Do you? Or I love a good joke. Do you? Yes, I do. We ought to exchange jokes sometime. Decker dances away. Farewell. All right, thanks, Decker. Now, I could open this chest, but that would be dishonest because it doesn't belong to me, right? Talk to this person. You see, young mage. I am Maria. How are you? Quite good. What do you do? I am a sorceress in search of adventure. I am so weary of this place. Are you on a quest? Yes, I am. May I accompany you? Yes, please join. Let us be off. Maria, sorceress of Moonglow, joins the party. Now, because I know this game, if I now open this chest, Maria says, it's not much, but I'll share what I have. And we find 61 gold. So with Maria's permission, we grab money from her chest to help aid us in our adventures. Otherwise, it would have just been dishonest. Now, Dupree has been pretty well beat on. And we definitely want to think about getting an inn. The innkeeper says, welcome to the Honest Inn. I am Skatu. Are you in need of lodging? We have a room with a double bed that rents for 20 gold. Sure, I'll take that. How did we do? Well, it's not nothing, and we have some sort of rested buff. Well, let's continue talking to people. You see a playful child. I am Kristen. How are you? Feeling good. What do you do? I am your friend. Honest friends are few. Are you my friend? Dupree says, well met, Kristen. I'm Lord Dupree. It would be an honor to call you friend. Kristen replies, do you see it, Dupree? Can you see it? The rune of honesty is next to Maria's chest on the right. Farewell. So I actually built in to this game, or this adaptation, some dialogue options that will automatically trigger depending on who you have in the party. One of Dupree's interests has always been to visit the city of Moonglow, and here he is, so he's going to participate in some of these dialogues more. You see a starving journalist. I am Tracy. How are you? I feel fine. What do you do? I am a writer. It's low paid, but glamorous. Safe travels. Now, she's got a chest in there, of course. I don't think we have her permission to take it, so we're not going to try. You see a mystic wizard. I am rebellious. How are you? I have been better. What do you do? I live an honest life. Evil still exists in our hearts and souls. Speak the truth and shame evil forces. Do you seek to conquer your own evil? Why, yes, I do. Dupree says, a lie is never better than the truth. This is a dialogue out of the NES version that I incorporated in here. I strive always to be honest. Farewell. You see a regal paladin. I am Cromwell. Dupree says, well met, Sir Cromwell. Did you travel to Verity Isle by ship? Cromwell replies, Lord Dupree, no, I took the Moongate. Wait on the cape across the bridge. The gate appears when Trimmel wanes. So, the two moons are Trimmel and Felucia. The first moon is Trimmel, the second one is Felucia. How are you? Well, indeed. What do you do? I speak of the virtues of honesty. A few honest people are better than numbers. Do you strive to be honest? Yes, I do strive to be honest. Then you will need the mantra. The mantra of the Shrine of Honesty is Journal seeking enlightenment, honesty updated. Farewell. Who's this person? You see a battered mage. I am Tyrone. How are you? Fading. What do you do? I used to search for the blue stone. The stone of honesty is found in an altar in the Dungeon of Deceit. Journal section, the codex updated. Nice. So we know where the dungeon, the blue stone is. Sort of. You see an elderman woman. I am Cosima. How are you? Tired. So tired. What do you do? I am an alchemist. I know how to mix reagents. Do you know how best to mix spells? No? If one prepares the spider silk before the ginseng, the sleep spell is much more effective. Dupree asks, where do we find such ingredients, Cosima? Cosima replies, magical herbs here in Moonglow. is a fine place to buy spider silk. You've learned Slumber, an improved version of the sleep spell. Heck yeah. And we do have some gold to spend on reagents. We have a spellcaster, so we're going to want to have plenty of them. Good day, and welcome to the Sage Deli. May I interest you in some food? Yes, please. How much to top off? I could top off for 132 gold, but I don't think I'm going to. I have plenty of rations and food right now. I think I'm going to save money for spell ingredients. Farewell. William says, would you like a bite? It's a peanut butter and grape jelly on lightly toasted bread. May I ask about the rune? William says, search for the rune of honesty next to Maria's gold on the right. That's right. We were already told about that. So over here is the rune, right? Hey, we found the rune of honesty. Journal seeking enlightenment, honesty updated. Who is this? You see an old fortune teller. I am Inu. How are you? I predict I will be fine today. What do you do? I am a fortune teller. I read palms. Palms tell fortunes. Give your palm. Do you wish to know your destiny? Yes, please. Inu says, a great quest will lead you unto the great Stygian abyss, where the codex of ultimate wisdom awaits. Farewell, Sim. Who else do we have to talk to in the city of Moonglow? You see a dying young wizard. I am Shazam. How are you? I will die soon. What do you do? I am apprentice of the great wizard Nigel. I will soon need to use the spell he calls Recall. Have you met Nigel? No, I haven't. Seek him out, and he will teach you. He lives in the Lyceum. Journal section, other quests updated. Farewell. I don't have any particular need of healing services right now. Let's talk to a wise wizard by the name of Shakespeare. How are you? Getting on. What do you do? I create tales of honesty. Remember, there is no terror in threats, for I am strong in honesty. Do you strive to be honest? Yes, I do strive. Beware corruption. Corruption does not win more than honesty. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Thank you, Shakespeare. Very artistic of you. You see a tall mage. I am Browning. How are you? Browning says, been better. What do you do? Browning says, I strive to live an honest life. An honest soul need remember no lies. Have you never lied in all your life? I've probably lied a time or two. Truth is the root of honesty. It never hurts the teller. Dupree says, we must learn to be ashamed of the untruths we tell. Honesty is derived only from truth. Be not content with anything less than the unblemished truth. It's an interesting philosophy, and many in this game actually pits. Sometimes you have to conflict one thing with the other, and that is true in life. Is it better to be fully honest or have a little compassion? Circumstances may dictate that you can be honest without lying, but not fully forthcoming on everything you say. For example, a blind woman turns to you and says, welcome to Magical Herbs. I am Margot. Are you in need of reagents? Yes, and I will pay full price because I'm an honest person. They have sulfurous ash for cheap. So if I buy 20 of this, since it's so affordable. Spider silk was also good. I'll also buy 20 of that. Garlic is what I'm out of, so I'm going to buy 5. And I guess as much ginseng as I can afford. Oh, I'll buy 3 ginseng. That gives me enough for 5 castings of Cure Poison. And I don't have any Blood Moss or Black Pearl. Those are kind of expensive here, so I'm not going to buy them right now. Farewell, traveler. Now, if I take a look in my spell book, because I bought new reagents, look at Maria's mana points. We have a few new spells available. We had Awaken already, Cure Poison, Heal. We now have Light available, where we didn't before. We have Protection available. We have Repel Undead and Slumber, which is that new spell that we learned. Let's check Maria's stats, by the way. Maria's wearing wielding a staff and has cloth armor. So her offense is, you know, I mean, it's the lowest of the party. Defense is also the lowest in the party. Intelligence is off the charts by comparison to everyone else. And that intelligence also has an indication as far as how much mana she has. So intelligence is the stat that determines how much damage a spell does. And the fact that she can cast more spells than most other people means that Maria is going to be doing some devastating spell casting. All right, we've talked to everyone all over there. Who are you? You see a hunched, insane-looking man. I am Daranor. How are you? Daranor says, health? What do you do? I move the sun. The moons are my enemies. When I die, the world will end. Will you believe my story? To be honest, no, I don't believe you. Idiot! You must think I am insane. Dupree interjects, insane? Insane? No. Perhaps you are merely mistaken that the moons are your enemy. May we help you? Alms for the poor. We'll give him a coin. You give 1 coin to Daranor. Bless you, kind friend. So, maybe not crazy, just a little confused. Let us make sure that we haven't missed anything. And I want to go into read my journal. Sim's quest is still the same. Probably need to talk to Lord British to update that one. Seeking enlightenment. Honesty. Honesty thrives in the town of Moonglow on Verity Isle. I have the rune of the Shrine of Honesty. The mantra for the Shrine of Honesty is there is more to discover, so I don't know where the shrine is. The Abyss is the same, nothing changed there. The Codex. The Blue Stone of Honesty is in the Dungeon of Deceit. So that's something that we've learned new here. That was the Codex. Other quests. The Barkeep in Jellum can tell me about the Sextant. Folly Tavern and Pause can tell me about Magic Root. A One-Handed Beggar in Serpent's Hold can tell me about the Magic Orbs. Nigel in the Lyceum can teach me the Recall spell. Zircon and Minute can tell me about the Mystic Sword. And Nigel knows the Recall spell, so I've learned that twice. That might be a bug. We still need to find the location of the shrine, however. Ask about the rune. So he doesn't have anything more to say about the rune. I am Patricia, the humble shepherd. Pretty good. I'm a shepherd. Humility is not derived from the direct combination of truth, love, or courage. Are you completely humble all the time? No, certainly not. No one is, but we should strive to be. Dupree says, you honor us with your knowledge of humility. 'Tis the only virtue which exists apart from truth, love, and courage. If humility had a color, it would be black. Farewell. So we've learned more about the ways of humility. Excuse me, ma'am. I seem to be a little bit stuck in this corner. Thank you. So we still don't know where the Shrine of Honesty is, or at least our journal hasn't indicated that we've learned that. but I am not sure who else to talk to about that. Surely not Shakespeare. Browning, he's been better. I have lied. Dupree's dialogue, okay. So nothing particularly groundbreaking there. It may very well be that he told me about the stone. How are you, Cosima? Tired? Right. Cosima taught me about that improved spell. Cromwell. Do you strive to be honest? Yes. Okay, we know the mantra. Rebellious has been better. Evil still, yes, I'm conquering my own evil. Will you be my friend? Yes, I'll be your friend. I already know where the rune is. Tracy is fine. Huh. No one seems to know precisely where the Shrine of Honesty is. You see, White Mage, I'm Calabrini. Dupree says, I have always wanted to visit Moonglow. Welcome to Moonglow. What do you do? I bear greetings from the fair city. I need healing. I need an inn. Our healer is one of the best. Okay. Decker, our humble entertainer, is very good. All right. Well, we'll have to find the Shrine of Honesty ourselves, it seems. And that will be something that we perhaps do in future episodes of Let's Play Ultima Avatar. A fan adaptation of Ultima IV written by me. This person, right here with the commentary. Stay tuned for more exclusive content on this game and commentary and education as we get further along in the quest of the Avatar. Until then, I'm SimGamer.